The San Francisco 49ers have an absolute embarrassment of riches on this football team. And even if we can't keep Brandon Ayuk happy in the Bay Area, we have so much to be positive about heading into this next training camp, including now another, technically speaking, top 10 player. In today's video, I'm going to fuel you with more reasons to be positive about this incredible football team, including who was ranked as a top 10 player. He's an unexpected candidate to have top 10 language around him. But if you're new here, I'm Nate, and we are talking the San Francisco 49ers. It really helps me out if you hit that subscribe button. The good news is this, and it's fascinating. It's fascinating. I can't wait to break it down. Jauan Jennings was ranked top 10 in open target rate, and the details around it are truly exciting and for the recently extended slot receiver. Now, before we talk about it, I want to start off with the comment of the day, the question of the day, because it kind of leads into why this is so fascinating for the San Francisco 49ers. So let's start with this one. What order do you put 49ers receiving threats? In what order do you place them in terms of importance as a receiving threat? What order do you place them in? Because I think most people would look at the roster and they'd start off, for most teams, they would just say WR1, that's their biggest receiving threat. But I don't think the 49ers necessarily think about it that way. And obviously, there are systems, and 49ers are probably not sitting in a dark room with actual ratings and numbers of who their number one guy is and their number two guy and all that stuff. But I think about the way that the 49ers run the game, and there's an argument for Brandon Ayuk being in the middle of that list, right? In terms of how important, let's say, Christian McCaffrey is, okay? Christian McCaffrey, obviously, important in the run game, important in play action, and the better he is at the run game, the better we are in play action for sure, but also important as a dump guy. There's a lot of reasons why Christian McCaffrey brings value to the team, and why, for example, we'll pull it up right now, he shows up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4th in terms of targets, right? But that's a lot of targets for a running back, firstly. But even showing up 4th in terms of targets, is he more important in certain ways than some of these other guys above him, right? Now, I think it's easy to look at your wide receiver 1 and just assume that's the guy. Total yards, that's the guy. That's the most valuable. And that's why, to be fair, Brandon Ayuk expects better than Jalen Waddle money, because Jalen Waddle is a WR2 and he should get paid better than the WR2 on somebody else's team. And I understand that argument for sure. The point is, how you organize these individuals and how you rate them really does matter when you think about the types of values these players are actually bringing to the team, like Jauan Jennings being top 10 in open target. That's pretty cool, by the way. Super, super cool. So look I'll give you this, okay? So Debo, he's got the yards after catch threat. JJ's got that third down importance that you don't want to understate there either. There's a lot of ways you can go in this. I think in terms of Kyle Shanahan, if he had to make a list and had to put one guy below the other, probably puts CMC at the top. Probably has Ayuk next, maybe Kittle next in terms of even I say that and then I'm like, really? Would he? I don't know. So Kittle, Ayuk, I'm flipping between the two. I think Debo has kind of moved down in terms of importance, and he's probably on his way out. Then Jauan, and this is the Jauan Jennings that we just extended, that we're super excited to have sticking around for several more years, that we're excited for him to be out there blocking as great as he does. Not to mention, we did pick up new tight ends. I don't think any of them are making this list. Nowhere near the top, that's for sure. But man, we have an embarrassment of riches, that's for sure. And we can just be happy with that, right? Let me know how you rank the list. My gut is to put CMC, then Ayuk, then Kittle. Although I have a hard time underselling Kittle's importance too. So we're going to move on though, because I realize I'm probably never going to be comfortable with this. So as you probably know, the San Francisco 49ers were ranked number 1 as a wide receiving group, and that's understandable. There's no argument there, but just to throw it out there, no pass-catching unit can stack up against the 49ers receiving talent. Not only do they have wide receiver Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel, both top 10 players in PFF's receiver rankings heading into the season, but they also have George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey to lean on in the passing game. San Francisco easily earned the best team receiving grade in 2023 at 91, with no other club eclipsing 86. Throw in Juwan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall, and it feels like the 49ers are stocked with an embarrassment of receiving riches, which, yes, we are. Okay, gets better. Then recently we get this from PFF, ranking the top wide receivers by open target rate from 2023. And I want you to pay attention. Thanks, Lauren Gray, for the article. I want you to pay attention to who makes the list and how many total targets they have, because that's a factor we need to put into this whole situation. The more targets you have, the harder it's going to be to have a high open target percentage, okay? But obviously, 43 targets for Khalif Raymond, 76, 56 by Khalil Shakir is super underrated if you're looking for fantasy football pickups. This guy's, the Buffalo Bills dropped their number 1 and number 2 wide receivers, or traded, not dropped, you know what I mean? And Khalil Shakir is the guy who's left standing, and he had an incredible season, he put some stats together for the number of targets he was given. He did a good job. So that's going to be an interesting one there. But anyway, Rashee Rice, Zay Flowers, and these are higher level targets. Okay, Cooper Kupp, same deal there. And then you get to tied for 8th, Jerry Jeudy and Juwan Jennings. And living in Denver, I watched a fair bit of Broncos games this season. I'm not at all impressed by Jerry Jeudy. Like, this actually surprises me to see him on this list. Not at all impressed. 84 targets. He would have said he wanted more. That's fine, whatever. But here's Juwan Jennings, 42 total targets, 36 of them open at 85.7% open target rate. Jennings ranked 5th on the 49ers in target rate, catching 29 passes for 376 yards. He stepped up in the postseason, gaining 8 first downs on 10 catches while leading the team in passer rating when targeted, 133. The 5th-year receiver enters training camp set to battle rookies Ricky Pearsall and Jacob Cowing for slot duties in 2024. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, right? We'll wait and see how that all goes. But whatever the case is, he's clearly incredibly valuable. When you talk about his postseason stats, he's tied for 10th in targets, yet he's tied for 6th in receptions, tied for 2nd in receiving touchdowns, which is only 1. I get it. And then 13th in receiving yards for wide receivers. Okay. Wow. What do we take from all of this? What do we do with all of this? And let me know, of course, what you feel about JJ in the comments. I love the guy. I'm excited about him. I said it when he was extended. It was a big deal for this team. I think that, yes, he is a slot receiver and he's fantastic at it. I think he has the size and ability to play other roles if needed. I think that Kyle Shanahan has obviously been trying out Ricky Pearsall at other positions as well. So I think our team is well taken care of. And obviously all the wide receivers, Kyle Shanahan likes to have them all well versed in every position in offense. But the point being, I'm feeling really positive about Justin Jefferson. I said JJ and it threw me off there. I'm feeling really positive about 3rd and Juwan. I'm feeling really positive about where this is going for this upcoming season. I hope that you are as well, and it's great to see another name get top 10 associated with him, even if it's really top 10 in a specific stat line. I still think it's fantastic news, and you'd love to see that tested. You'd love to see him go out there and get more looks, get more opportunities to prove himself this season, and if a Brandon Ayuk deal doesn't happen, he's definitely going to get those looks for sure. All right, that's all I got for you today. As always, faithful, what a time to be alive.